This is a historical building of local store built in 1913 by local society, local fishermen who used to sail to Tallinn, to our capital, for selling their fish there and bringing grocery, bringing whatever is needed to survive, to live here. And then they decided that it is worthwhile to build this shop, this grocery store or convenience store in today's definitions. And it has been operational since 1913 as a local shop until a few years ago when, or 10 years ago, when it was privatized and eventually closed down and potentially aimed to be used as a real estate development. And then the local community, local people decided that it's not meant to be. It's meant to be as a grocery store, and we started negotiating with the private owner to buy this, and we succeeded eventually last November. So this building you see here, that is over 100 years old, is now owned by a local society, a non-profit organization that is consisting of more than 60 local people, and our doors are open, so we are welcoming new members to our society every day. And we have started to renovate it, or actually to see in what order is the constructional part, and we are changing the roof and making it survive the next century for our children and their children. It has been a difficult challenge because there is actually no program, no help you can get from state or local municipality, local government. So everything we do here is a local society's initiative based on the funding that we have raised as donations, as our membership fees. I'm actually quite glad that collecting so many members and so much donations in such a short time, it shows that people are starting to realize how valuable it is to safeguard these kind of stories. And the story includes also this building. And we feel very optimistic that in few months we will open here again a grocery store. Extremely valuable also in terms of worldwide pandemic and the coronavirus era, because it keeps elderly people, local people not moving around. We are planning to further develop this building, and one idea also from one of our members, actually whose grandfather sold this piece of land where the local society built this house. He reminded us that one of the most famous bakeries in a century ago in Estonia, called Kultas, has started here. So we are planning to restart Kultas bakery in this building. And again, as I already said, these small pieces of cultural heritage you can preserve and give them new life only with these kind of small deeds that you can do. So it's not on paper only. One more topic that we ran into when negotiating with the private owner was that it felt to local society, the members of local society. We gathered in nearby in one house in a rainy November day, more than 100 local people, and everybody felt like we have a right to this building. Of course, legally we didn't have any right to this building, but everybody felt that this building belongs to local people. And that, I think, was the reason why it was so welcomed, the initiative that we buy this building back from private owner to local society. So it's now legally ours as it should be. Currently, the ownership of this historical building is structured in a way that everybody from the local community who wants to join us can have an equal share in this real estate, in this building. So we all feel and legally are equal in this investment, in this development to bring life back to these old walls. And due to the fact that we have limited resources, as I explained, only donations and membership fees and no state aid or otherwise, we have started this reconstruction based on voluntary work that all our members and all actually local people, even those who didn't become members because the membership fee was 1,000 euros per member, and not everybody could afford that maybe at this point, but nevertheless they are all participating here as a voluntary workers, and we are not only planning to do most of the work based on the expertise of our volunteers, but we are actually doing that, and that's what makes us so certain that in a couple of months this building will be operational again as it should.